Right then, let's get cracking. If your project currently feels less like a finely tuned engine and more like you're trying to juggle angry cats, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to get our hands dirty with on-demand scheduling. I'm going to show you how to swap that frantic project chaos for a bit of predictable, beautiful calm. Let's get into it.
Go on, have a look. Does that feel just a little bit familiar? That sense of being absolutely swamped. Your team is drowning in tasks, everyone's busy, but nothing seems to get finished. And trying to predict a deadline? Well, you might as well be picking lottery numbers. It is pure project gridlock. Think the M25 on a Friday afternoon, but it's your to-do list. And the real culprit, this constant pressure to start new things before finishing the old.
And this slide says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way, the push system. That's where work is just chucked at the team based on some grand plan, whether they're ready for it or not. It's absolute carnage. But then, look to the right. That's the pull system. It's calm, it's orderly, it's smooth. A new task only joins the flow when a space actually opens up. It's such a simple idea, but honestly, it changes everything. And that, right there, is the heart of it. That is the big idea for today. It's as simple as this. Pull, don't push. We're going to stop trying to force feed work into a system that's already choking, and instead we're going to build a system that elegantly pulls work through, right when it's ready.
So what on earth is on-demand scheduling, really? Well, fundamentally, it's a total shift in mindset. It means we stop pretending we can predict the future with these enormous, rigid plans that are out of date the second you print them. Instead, work is pulled from a list only when the team puts its hand up and says, yup, we've got space. It's basically just-in-time delivery, but for your team's valuable brainpower.
Now, if you take away just one single thing from our chat today, please make it this. Stop starting, start finishing. Tattoo it on your brain. It sounds a bit backwards, doesn't it? But focusing all your energy on getting work over the finish line instead of just starting more and more things is without a doubt the fastest way to get more done. It's all about creating flow, not a flurry of activity.
And please, don't for a second think this is just some fancy theory cooked up in a classroom. This is happening right now, out in the real world, making a real difference. You'll find it powering agile software teams, running busy manufacturing floors, and even right here in our own NHS, managing crucial IT operations. Basically, anywhere that demand is a bit lumpy and being responsive is the name of the game, you'll find these pull systems making things tick. Okay, theory's great, but how do we actually do this? Well, the good news is you don't need a load of expensive, complicated software. You just need a couple of simple but incredibly powerful tools. So let's open up the toolkit and see exactly what we need to clear that project traffic jam, for good. First up, your new best mate, the Kanban board. This is your mission control. It's just a simple visual map of your entire workflow all the way from idea to done. But here's the crucial bit, the explicit policies. You and your team agree on the rules of the road for how a task moves from one column to the next. It makes everything transparent, so there's nowhere to hide. And now for the secret ingredient, the bit that makes it all work. WIP limits. That stands for Work in Progress Limits. Now think of this as the velvet rope and the big burly bouncer outside a very exclusive nightclub. You set a strict cap on how many tasks are allowed in the in-progress columns at any one time. It's a strict one in, one out policy. When one task leaves, a space opens up, and that is the signal to pull the next one in. That is what creates the pull. So let's just walk through what this looks like day to day.
It is beautifully simple. First, someone on the team finishes a task. Hooray! The number of items in that column drops by 1. Second, that drop in the count creates a gap, which is the big flashing neon sign that says, we have capacity, send us more work. And finally, the team then goes to the to-do list and pulls the next most important thing in. Simple as that. That's the pull system, right there in action.
Right, time to put our level 6 hats on. Because this isn't just a nice idea that feels good. It's actually backed by some seriously clever yet dead simple mathematics from a field called queuing theory. And trust me, this is the part that is going to make you look like an absolute genius in your assessments.
It's called Little's Law. And please, don't be put off by the formula on the screen. All it really proves is a piece of common sense. The more stuff you have in a queue, the longer it takes for any one thing to get through it. It's true for post offices, it's true for motorways, and it's true for your projects. But let's translate this into language we can actually use.
Okay, let's ditch the Greek letters and put that into plain English.
For our world, the formula boils down to this. Your work in progress equals your throughput times your lead time. So WIP is how much stuff you're juggling. Throughput is how fast you're finishing stuff. And lead time is how long any given task takes, from start to finish. This is the secret sauce.
Let's see it in action, shall we? Here's a typical team. Let's call them Team Overwhelmed. They are juggling a work in progress of 20 tasks at all times. They have a pretty steady throughput. They finish 5 tasks every week. Well, a tiny bit of division tells us their average lead time is a whopping 4 weeks. A whole month for one task to get through the system? Ouch. Okay, so here's the million-dollar question. What happens if we step in with our new toolkit? We get the team to stop starting and start finishing. We bring in a strict WIP limit and we cap their work in progress at just 10 tasks. What do you reckon happens to that 4-week lead time? And boom, there you have it. It is pure magic. By simply having the amount of work in the system, and notice, the team isn't working any faster, their throughput is the same, we have literally cut the lead time in half. It's now a predictable 2 weeks. This isn't just about spreadsheets. It means a calmer, more focused team is delivering better quality work faster. By controlling the work in the system, you gain control of the system. That is an absolute game changer. Right, let's get down to brass tacks. This is all fascinating stuff, I hope, but how does it actually help you pass your Level 6 apprenticeship? More importantly, how do you use this to absolutely smash your endpoint assessment? Let's connect the dots.
This slide here, this is basically your cheat sheet for EPA success. When you talk about implementing on-demand scheduling, you're not just improving a project. You are actively ticking off key knowledge, skills, and behaviors. You're demonstrating the knowledge of adaptive planning. You're proving you have the skills to use data and flow metrics, and you're showing the behaviors of continuous improvement. It's the perfect real-world example to have in your back pocket.
Okay, pop quiz time. Imagine the assessor hits you with this one. A design team is swamped by requests and their delivery dates are all over the place. What scheduling control would you introduce? What are you going to say?
Simple, clear, confident. The money answer is, I would implement work-in-progress limits and introduce a pull-based work release system. With that, you show you've diagnosed the root cause, too much work being started, and you've prescribed the exact right medicine to fix it. Top marks.
Right, let's try another one, this time with a few numbers. Don't worry, the maths is dead simple. A team's throughput is 5 tasks per week. Their WIP is 20 tasks. Using Little's Law, what is their expected lead time? Time to show off a bit. And the answer is 4 weeks. You just calmly explain that you can rearrange the formula. Lead time is approximately WIP divided by throughput. So that's 20 divided by 5, which equals 4. By showing you're working, you are demonstrating data-driven forecasting, and that is a massive tick in the box for a Level 6 professional. And finally, here's your action plan. This is what you need to go away and create for your portfolio to prove you can do this. First, design a real Kanban board with clear policies. Second, capture the data. Create simple charts showing lead time and throughput. And third, and this is the important bit, write a reflection explaining how putting in those WIP limits improved things. That's not theory. That is solid, concrete evidence of your competence. So, there you have it. You've gone from total project gridlock to a clear, open road ahead of you. You now have the tools, the theory, and the practical steps to control the flow of work, to make your schedules predictable, and to deliver real value faster. You have the power to create calm from chaos. The only question left is the one you see on the screen. Now that you've cleared the traffic jam, what are you going to build on that open road? Best of luck.